G'day, Trey. Sam here from Trade to Prosper, here to give you a Bitcoin update. And I believe we are hitting the bottom for a number of reasons, and I'll explain why I think this is the bottom and why we are likely to continue up. There's a number of strategies that we apply. Look for confluence, and I'll explain these elements on the chart. So what we'll do is we'll divide this screen into half, and hopefully we can delete one section like that, and we'll explain what's on our left. We can look at the Fibonacci perspective. So if we go from a swing high to a swing low to a swing high, we get the Fib 1, give or take, with a bit of the wicks. So Fib extension of 1 is one level of confluence, strong support. The other, we can do the VWAP, and actually just push back down. We need the bottom. So let's just push back down to the bottom. And the VWAP, which is really the red one, the blue is a secondary. So if we would just take that out, upper level, and you'll see the VWAP gives us that level of confluence as well. Thirdly, if we were to take the top to the bottom, let's see how we go with this. All right, we have the 618. So we've got three elements finding strong support. Now, I can't see anything more than that, really, that this should be a strong level of support. The last one, which is more of formation and structure, we have liquidity there. Now, the thing is, if you look on different exchanges, it does actually go below. All right, so this is Bybit. Let's try a few other charts, and I'll come back to the one that actually sweeps below. So we found the chart, and that's the CME chart actually. So if we look at the CME chart and we go for the obvious bottom, you can see it's taken out liquidity twice. Okay, that's why we think that's another bullish structure. The next one is this formation, really. You can look at it from a number of perspectives, but I like to look at it from a triangle perspective, and give or take, we see that. In many cases, this one is a bit not the best of the charts, but it does the job. So what we have is we have our range to the bottom, we have the range to the top, range to the bottom, range to the top, and sometimes it's twice, and then you get this fake out, take out the liquidity below. So what we're looking at is a formation like this, and what price usually does is it bounces onto the base. It bounces on the base, finds this buying climax, and it starts ranging. I'm not sure why it's slow today. So let's do it again. Finds a base. So we got that. We find the buying climax, and then we get this pattern of lower highs and lower lows. And what happens, and what we had here was that in many cases, we tend to get a fake out and a sweep down to a reversal for further down. And usually it takes the bottom out. Take out the liquidity, and then back up again. Sometimes this doesn't happen, and it just comes, and not a double. So this one tends to come down, sweep below, and then back up again. There's a few variations of this, obviously, and it's what we're seeing right now. So if we look at this structure, I think it fills that requirement, along with what we've all already talked about, all these confluences. Now we have the monthly here as well. So price gone below the monthly, and it's regained it. We've got this trend line, and we've got this. So if we look on the daily, let's have a look on the daily and see where it is on the daily. And we're likely to close above the daily, as you can see. What we have also is a 0 up top, 1, and a golden ratio 618, which was acting as support and then previously resistance. Now we likely to regain it. So even if we take out these formations out of there, so sometimes you just want to look at a flat level, and you can see that it's actually a strong level of support. On the smaller time frame, let's look at another chart. We have our details here. We've got the lower value high, and we're almost above it. So this was done before, and you can see that level there also regaining. And we've got this small Fibonacci range, and I thought it might come down a bit lower, just doing a reversal. It didn't quite work out. So this, to me, is a reversal structure. Now, where's a good entry? It's very hard. So our neckline was here. So we had that, and really, in a way, inverted head and shoulders. Yep. So that measured move is, we should get this here. Probably go like that and then further up. So I do feel like we're going to go up. However, it could also be a fake out. We can get this and then come back down again and then just go sideways more. I was looking for further downs. With many charts, they don't pass this level, as you can see. Only the CME has done that. Which one's the dominant? Not sure, but the fib extension on 1 does the job. This is a fat reversal, and then these are our targets as well. So I'm pretty confident that this is going to go up. Could be wrong, but that was our call with this regular correction and then back up. I thought we might just go slightly a bit lower. Like I said, that was the liquidity, and therefore we would like to go up further up. Here we have different approaches with fib fans and just looking for confluence, and so we might just range in this fib fan area, resistance, support, and then we make another. So we're consolidating under this. We're consolidating under this level, and we've got this fib fan. So we might just swing around a bit before we go up, is my opinion. The moving averages are, if we can just get break above these moving averages, then we probably like to continue going high. There we go. And look at the daily candle, very strong. If it closes like that, that's a good sign that we're going to continue to go up. Let's see the other Bitcoin chart. And you can see the areas of what was some scalp trading. There was a few scalp opportunities, and yeah, that looks, from this perspective, we might just pull back into this area. Very, very possible that we could hit that, and that could be a shorting entry. However, I think it will do that. Is it a good entry at this point? No. You can see that level there acting as resistance based on our naked point of control from the biggest picture. To me, everything looks bullish, and that's my thoughts on this at the moment. In our form, we had a few opinions. So if we were to just bring them up, where are we? Here we go. No, where is that? Here we go. So we thought this would be the case. The scenarios that we're looking at, that was the VWAP as we were talking about it. Actually, we also looked at tether dominance, and we're expecting, so the tether dominance broke out. We're looking for rejection coming back down, so tether dominance could help us out. But if we were to look back at our scenarios, give me a sec. We're looking at this. You can see that's likely to take place as we thought. It was one of our scenarios. Here was another scenario where we talked about taking a short, coming down. That took place. This was a other possible scenario, but that didn't take place at all. This is what we're looking at. This formation, regular flat. So we're going into detail. Even here, we saw the shorting position there. Made the commentary there, taking a short position, and from a scenario of possible setups, here was one of them. We were looking for actually further down. I think this is, yeah, it is Bitcoin. we're looking for that. It didn't quite go down that level. So that was one of them. And this was the main one. Yep. With the VWAP. And so that's what's actually taking place. Swing below. There is, in my previous video, we spoke about the fake out, the taking out the liquidity and so on. So I'm still bullish in that sense. I think this is the bottom. Congestion, it might range or just break out. Maybe range for the weekend, and come Sunday, I think it might just break out. Could be wrong. You can see from these daily levels where our main resistance are, 0.5. We break above that. Then we've got these VWAP level, but ultimately I think we are going to make new highs. But how high we're going to go? So we've got 78. We're in real danger because this could be wave 3, wave 4. I still feel like we're going to go high, but we can really do that as well. If that's wave 5, and then do that again. So that's one scenario. The other scenario is that whatever we hit, just get retested around here, and then we go further up. So be careful of that. I'm looking for this level to be profit taking because it's a measured move as well. Right? There is also one scenario with the Bitcoin halving, which is less than a day away. We can potentially see this type of move as well, where we take that bottom out, the liquidity, and then make a final reversal. Could be a manipulation. It's basically taking out this level, and our Fibonacci and the weekly level, that will provide support. However, I'm still favorable that this will potentially play out, but there's the possibility that it can drop further down, and volatility can come in within less than 12 hours or 10 hours with the Bitcoin halving countdown. So keep that in mind. We are looking for a potential long on 58k if price was to drop down, as I said. If price was to get a rejection here, because we've got this this level potentially, along with this level of resistance, so we've got a lot of confluence. We can potentially go sideways, and we get that inverted head and shoulders potentially, and then move to the upside, as well as a potential possibility of moving down like this. So this VWAP is important. We've got this daily level as well. So we've got a number of levels, but the more that we touch this, the more likely that we can go further up. We are slowly approaching this level of previous resistance, and we've got confluence with the VWAP. And if we do look at the Fibonacci and the daily, it's also there as well. So keep that in mind. We don't know what's going to happen, but we just got to keep looking for that potential trade. I'm going to leave it at that.
There you have it. Please give Sam a like, share, and subscribe to his channel to support him for doing more of these posts.